This way I can like be down there and enjoy our company and spend time with everybody.
My biscuits, you make the biscuits. I put the biscuits out. And I put the biscuits in.
Good morning, beautiful people. It is a gloriously beautiful day so far. Supposed to get a little bit of rain today, but why not? Because it's a pig butchering day. So it is our last one of the season. We are super excited. I've been getting food prepped and we're just rolling along, doing our thing. So everybody's showing up, starting to show up. So I need to head down there and get started, but it's gonna be a good day. And I think today I'm mostly just gonna focus on the food of the weekend and show you what we do to feed people in style. It's not stylish, it's just us, but it's good food and we have a good time and we love it. Alrighty, today's going great so far. Had a little struggle with getting the head scalded and scraped, but that happens sometimes. So we're doing good. Ben is out there finishing up the rest of it, getting the evisceration done. So I am in here getting lunch ready.
Mama, are you making the tea?
I will make the tea. I think I should have showed this before, but I do a spreadsheet of all the meals, including sides and any, you know, add-ons that we're setting out with it, as well as drinks. And I have the serving time, estimated serving time, as well as when I need to start it to hit that serving time. And it all kind of depends on like how the pig goes and how long it takes. But I at least have a baseline and a general idea so that my brain is going for it. So today for lunch we're having a taco salad, and I have prepared the base, which is ground beef and tomato sauce and a mixture of spices, and then it gets mixed with rice, and that's the base for it. So what I do is, because rice will soak up so much extra moisture and it winds up getting really clumpy, I do it separate. I keep the base, the meat and the sauce base separate, and then I get the rice cooked and I set it aside. And so all I have to do is heat this up and then add the rice and get it all hot together, and then we will serve that with chips, lettuce, sour cream, avocado, cheese, that kind of thing. So that'll be lunch. And then I've made sweet tea concentrate. So all I have to do is add this into here, add extra water and ice and a little bit of lemon juice, and that'll be ready to go. And then that's it for lunch. It's super, super easy. And then I do a really similar thing for dinner. I get everything, like tonight we're having chicken. So I've got the chicken seasoned and ready to go. That'll go into the roaster pretty soon. So it'll roast for a couple hours. And then we're also doing salad and roasted potatoes. So I got all my salad fixings done yesterday, all my dressings made, and I par roasted the potatoes because they do take like an hour. So I par roasted them ahead of time, got them in the fridge last night, and then I will be pulling them out, putting them in the oven, and finishing cooking and getting them crisped up tonight for dinner. So everything that I can do ahead of time, I do ahead of time, so that this way I can like be down there and enjoy our company and spend time with everybody and be there if Ben needs me and all that kind of stuff. So we're just gonna get dinner or lunch reheated and enjoy another meal together. The nice thing also about having this all like in tubs is when we're done with this, whatever leftovers are left, I will put them back in these tubs and put it in the freezer, and then I got meals ready to go later whenever we need an extra meal quickly, you know, like a quick dinner because we were out or whatever. All right, this is on and heating. We're just gonna slowly heat this so it doesn't burn because tomato sauce likes to burn. And then we will add the rice, and since the rice is cold, we'll have to bring it back up to temperature. I just don't want to add it all together now because the rice does absorb so much, and it's kind of good when it's like a little juicy. So get that heated, and then we'll add the rice, and we'll be ready to go. Alrighty, lunch was great. I actually forgot to film it entirely because one, I left the camera up here. We eat down in the barn, and two, I was actually just really hungry and I wanted to eat. I didn't even think about it. So sorry y'all, you didn't get to totally see the finished product, but it was delicious. And now I'm working on dinner. So I've got chicken just starting in the roaster oven, and we will have salad and those roasted potatoes like I talked about, and I am going to make brownies right now real quick for dessert. So this is a super easy brownie recipe. I'll go over it as I'm making it, so for those of you who want the recipe, it makes a pretty dense fudgy type brownie. We don't do light cakey brownies around here. We like dense fudgy type brownies. So I'm gonna make those real quick, get those in the oven so that they will be ready by the time we eat dinner. Ben is out there doing the second pig, and I think everybody's having a good day. It did start raining, which is kind of a bummer. It was a little earlier than we had expected or hoped for, but it's all right. It just seems to be like a light drizzle, and so far this season, for every single pig butchering, it is rained on the first day where we do all the outside work. So oh well, it is what it is. Let's make some brownies. All right, I am doubling this recipe because we have so many people, but I'm gonna give you the measurements for the single version for a 9x13 dish. So this starts out with melted butter. So for the single version, that would be a cup of melted butter. And this is like really, really hot. So I'm gonna whisk this for a minute and let it cool down. And then we will add our sugar and eggs. 2 cups of sugar. 4 eggs, and 4 teaspoons of vanilla, but I never actually measure. I just eyeball this, so yeah, sure, we'll call that good. Side note, since I'm pouring this vanilla, I have these really super handy little lids. They fit wide mouth mason jars, and then this part on the top actually screws in as well. So it's not just a pressure seal, but it's actually screwed in. They're from Brewing America, so they're like brewery supplies, but I love them. I keep them on my vanilla specifically because when you're brewing vanilla with alcohol, the mason jar rings just tend to rust and everything kind of sticks on there. This has been great, and then I've got the pour spout already attached. I love it. I'll put a link in the description for you guys. I've really enjoyed them. We use them for drinks, electrolyte drink or whatever, you know, iced tea, whatever we want it for. So these have been great. I also use them for like salad dressing and whatnot. They're amazing. I'll pop a link. All right, I'm gonna mix these up. 2/3 cup cocoa. Cup of flour. 1/2 teaspoon salt. And a 1/2 teaspoon baking powder. Alright, now we're just gonna whisk this until it's combined. It'll be like a cake batter. Alright, into a 9x13 pan. Like I said, I'm doubling this, but the recipe I just gave you is for one 9x13 pan. So we're gonna split this up. Alrighty. And these do make like thin brownies. They're not super thick, but they are chewy and delicious. All right, I'm gonna pop these into a preheated 350-degree oven for about 40 minutes or so. It might take a little bit longer since we're gonna have 2 pans in there, but about 40 minutes. I start checking at about 35 just to make sure the edges aren't getting too crispy or like burned, but that it's set. So start checking about 35. 45 to 50 might be where you're at. It just depends on your oven. Alrighty, while those are in the oven, I'm gonna head back down there and see how it's going. Ooh, y'all, it's like raining. Ooh, y'all, it is like really coming down out there. Alrighty, brownies are done. Chicken is cooking. We're all just hanging out in the barn. Ben got that second pig done. Possibly record time. That was really fast, really good. So it's been going great, aside from the pouring rain. It did dump on everybody while we were out there, but we're doing all right. Everybody's drying out in the barn with heaters. So I'm gonna get these potatoes in the oven, and then we are pretty much ready to go, aside from pulling out some salad stuff, and then we'll eat dinner. So these potatoes, I actually par-cooked them the other day in all that beautiful beef tallow I've been rendering, and they smelled so good. All right, we've got our dinner staged and ready to go. Because it's raining, we're just keeping everything covered as we travel down there. And so we've got salad, there's the brownies, most important part, potatoes, chicken will be coming down in the roaster, and we're ready to head down. I've got helpers, in cloaked helpers who are gonna take stuff down. You ready, guys? All right, let's go. Good morning, pig workshop day 2. This is the fun day. This is where we cut everything up and we eat pork all day long, basically. This is our favorite day. So this morning, to start off our pork adventure, is a breakfast sausage, potato, cheese, green onion casserole. Got muffins again, and fresh lard biscuits. And then for lunch, we will be doing what we affectionately call pork snacks, which is just a collection of things we make with our pork. So scrapple, I do liver pate, I make head cheese, we do rillettes, and I fry up pork rinds. So we just kind of do like a little smorgasbord for everybody to just kind of see like what you can do with the odd bits, the unusual bits. And it's really good, actually. And then people get to try things that they wouldn't usually be trying on their own most of the time. So, and it's a good experience for everybody. I'm just waiting for my water to boil so I can make tea, and then we're gonna head down there with breakfast and get the day started. That's a wrap, baby. We did it. Last pig butchering class of the season.
Woohoo!
It was so good. It was so good. Everyone was in a great mood. Everyone was like,
This is a really good class.
it was, I mean, they've all been good. They've all been good. But it was like, we went out with a bang. Super happy. I loved feeding everybody all the food. Pork day is our favorite day, where we just have pork smorgasbord all day long. It was great. So, I have actually been working on a cookbook for our pork for the last however long it's been since our first class, because I was like,
month and a half.
we are serving people all this food, and of course everybody's like, oh my gosh, what did you do to this? How did you make it? Like all that kind of stuff. I was like, you know what? I need to make a pork cookbook. So I've been working on it for the last month and a half, however long it's been. And I finished it. It's done. I've just got to do a few extra little edits, just to like, you know, pretty it up and get it ready to go. And then I have to actually finish the website that it's going to go on. So I don't know if that's going to be done by the time this video goes out, but it's going to be very close. So keep an eye out. We'll mention it, but I just wanted to like give you guys a heads up that there is a pork cookbook coming, and it covers everything we've eaten this weekend, how we make our bone broth, our scrapple, and then a couple of our favorite pork meals.
Yeah, all of our favorite things we do with a pig.
Yeah, so I'm excited to get that out. So thank you to everybody who came to the class. We loved having you, loved hosting you. It was great. Also,
we had a blast.
We did. We always do.
I had a
yeah.
blast. You had a blast. It's always so fun.
It is.
These classes are just, it's a blast.
It is so much fun. Not gonna lie, we are very glad to be done for the season because we can like clean up and put everything away now. So
Yeah.
it's everything's kind of been in a
holding
pattern. Yeah. So and I'm also glad to be done with processing pork. Aside from, you know, the little bit of scrapple bones that I got to deal with. That's it. We're done. I'm glad. Somebody actually asked me today, she's like, you're done with pigs for a while. I was like, yes, forever. Not really, but I was like, after 7 pigs in one season and a cow and 100 chickens, that was a lot. But we did it. We did the thing. Super proud of ourselves for doing it. And it was great. And we just loved doing it.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Like I said, we had a blast.
Yeah.
It was really cool. You know, the 3 classes, 3 different sets of people.
Totally.
And by the second day, the end of the class, everybody leaves smiling and laughing, and it's just it's fun. I think what's cool about this is like making connections with so many people.
Yes.
And then watching other people make connections.
Right. I think that's the most fun. It's like, hey, can I get your number? Hey, can I get your email? And because they made a connection and they want to keep in touch, and that's really cool.
Yeah.
So. Alrighty, well, we're gonna finish cleaning up and then we're gonna go take showers and go to bed.
Yes.
Because we are very tired. We'll catch you guys on the next one.
Bye.
Real quick, before we actually for real sign off, I did get the pork cookbook finished and the website that it's supposed to go on. So everything's up. So I'll pop a link for you guys below if you want to get that. It's got quite a few recipes in it, like we talked earlier. All the stuff that we do for our classes, and then a lot of our favorites that we eat throughout the year. So pop a link, pork cookbook, we're good to go.